That's my fault. I should have.
No.
You're giving me shit.
No.
Come for it.
No, me.
Okay, call the meeting to order. Roll call.
Aaron?
Here.
Here.
Present.
All.
Here.
Here.
Any public comment? Seeing none. County farm waterway issue, we haven't heard anything on that. County farm contract. I haven't gotten anything back from Mr. Devine. He's looking at it. And that needs to be done soon. So we need to probably put that for bid next month, don't we?
Well, last time we opened the bids, I'm not sure if we opened bids in September or October, but the contract starts November 1st. So it'll have to be no later than October that you open bids.
We had just changed one or two things on it and wanted to make sure that everything looked okay. Where that's at, maybe put that, well, we didn't get it. Maintenance supervisor report.
Heat pump for the court's office is finished up. We had a couple leaks that didn't come out. They let it set for a week or so to make sure one didn't leak. We did have a couple leaks. One was on the cooling fluid, one was on condensate. Took care of that, finished it up. So, boiler project started. The old ones all been removed, all demos been done, and the new ones are delivered. So I'm not sure when they're going to be back to work on that, finish it up. I don't think they have more than a couple of weeks worth of work on it, probably. There was some paint flaking out on the Head Start playground, so I scraped that off. Got that painted. We have a permit that's been issued for the roof, and according to Kevin Schlegel, they were expecting to probably start sometime this week on that. Iroquois paving, as far as the patch goes in the parking lot, I talked to him, he's going to coordinate that with Freehill. I think asphalt is going to do the ceiling part of the lot. So he's going to coordinate that with him so that it'll be done in time to suit their purpose as far as sealing the lot. Got a small roof leak in the public health department. It's a little drip. So I talked with Dee down there on that. I talked with Kevin Schlegel. He said, in talking with Kevin, it was kind of all, if it develops farther, Dee thought they could just set something underneath it to catch those few drips. If it developed farther, give him a call and stop by, otherwise it would just take care of when the road job gets done. And we had fire alarm inspected last year, tested last week, and it was all good. The roofers are going to bring materials Thursday with crane. The permit I got to pick up, there's some problems with the building inspector as far as getting the things they need from landlords, but I guess everything is done now. So I got to pick that up as soon as I leave here to get the building permit. Evidently we're going to pay for the materials when they arrive.
Right. I don't know if it's in here now, but I know they were both companies are going to submit at least a partial bill for materials.
Okay, or you or Anita or something, or me, gonna give them this check?
It'll go through claims,
Okay.
and I believe both companies were told that, it would be submitted to the claims.
I guess if I'm gonna be there Thursday, I need a list of materials, because I don't know what I'm okaying or not okaying. I guess is my point. I don't know what, I never seen the bids, I don't know what the material list is, so I guess I need a copy. If I'm gonna accept it, I'm gonna need something.
Yeah, I don't have that with,
You have a copy of the bid? I don't know that it says specific material list. Amanda, do you have that in front of you?
line noise,
So don't worry about it, I guess. Well, it's got what they do, the quantity of material.
I guess we assume that they're going to have that,
We'll just tell you what they're gonna do, basically. Okay. Just got materials and sheet metal, that's all I have.
What do they have for material?
3394, or 34,000.
The claims for 24,675, so. I guess, as long as everybody agrees to pay the claim, we'll just go with that.
Well, I didn't know if there was a material list or not, that's why I'm asking. So I just want to make sure. We can check it off if there's a material list.
If they deliver the material, there's not enough there, they just have to make up what they need.
Well, right, and they're just, they aren't billing for everything that they're expecting.
I talked to Langlois, it's time to get the courthouse roof inspected, we do it every year. And we used to do it with Bennett and Brasso every year, but since Langlois is going to be here, I asked Langlois to check the seams, the patches, things like that Bennett and Brasso used to do. And they do it a little differently. They're going to, once they free up a man on the jail roof, they'll send somebody over to the courthouse, do the inspection, and then give us an estimate on what it's going to cost. Bennett and Brasso varied how many leaks and cracks and seams they had to repair, anywhere from $300 to $500. So I'm assuming they're going to be in the same ballpark. So
As long as they're giving an estimate, that's good.
well, I guess what I'm asking is, all right, if it's anywhere from $300 to $500, I can just go ahead and tell them to fix the seams and the patches and everything else.
As long as, that's something that comes out of your budget.
Right.
So, yeah, as long as there's money in the budget, do it. How old is the roof on the jail?
Well, part of it got blown off 5 years ago. So it's been there as long as I started 13 years ago. So
Is it in relatively good shape?
yeah, that's why we do the inspection. So we fix all the cracks and patches and stuff.
And you just paid for it in the past, $300 to $500, right? Oh, yeah, it's like,
All right. Boiler update, we already got that. Resurfacing, we got that. Project, we got that. Discussion on fiscal year 16 capital improvements. Anybody got anything that they're thinking? Whether there's money or not, we don't know, but here's in.
I want to finish the piping in the jail, which is $15,000. And I will take care of the upper sublot. I talked to Derek on this list too, so it's kind of a still in the holding cell. I got a budgetary figure of $13,000 for that. Right now, you got some people in the holding cell. You got to take them out, take them to the bathroom. It's kind of a safety issue. So it's still in the holding cell, it's $13,000. And I got a budgetary figure from Wasika Sign. We had two signs in front, one in front of the courthouse, one in front of. They desperately needed upgrading. There's people there in the courthouse now that's not on the sign. There's people that's not in the courthouse, it's on the sign. And, same with the sheriff, you know, the one in front of the jail. It just needs upgrading. And I got $1,300. Basically, we're going to keep the same framework. I call it Harvester Blue piping, but maybe we can paint it a little fancier. And then it's just a basic sheet of vinyl, reflective vinyl that goes on there. Use the same framework and just put the new signs up. So that was $1,300. That's it. Being new at this for first time I've been through this, I don't have figures like Larry does for the things that I had on here. So, a couple of items. South side of the building, up towards the top of the high roof, there's a few places where the paint's starting to flake off pretty good sized areas. So I don't know if, and I don't know how it's been done in the past as far as if patch those areas up or if it's time for the whole building to be painted or whatever. I don't really know. It has to be pressure washed and, you know, done that way, primed out or whatever, done that way. Like I said, I did not get a price. I don't know what that's at. I'll get that file. Cooling tower, I had that on the list. Technician that had been here and worked on it a couple of times was saying how it's pretty obsolete, can't get parts. But got some guidance from a pretty good authority on that's probably not something that we have to do. We just have to keep an eye on the mechanics part of it and get somebody to take a look at it and tell us exactly what may need to be done there. And then the other thing I would say is probably like the last budget, we need to put something in there for heat pump replacements, just to be ready for that if something goes down. Price on that, I would say, I don't know, just go with what's done in the past. I think last year there was, I don't know what it was.
We had 45,000, assuming we had 3 to 4.
So
They run 10 to 15,000 a piece. Historically, 12 to 15 maybe. So
I'd say probably go with that same amount. That's all I have.
There might be something, we'll know this probably in another month or so, regarding the security of the courthouse. Kind of resolution on that, I think, over there.
when
does the budget process start?
Budget hearings will be typically the last week of July, that week of the 27th through the 31st. So that's when we'll start putting preliminary numbers together. We won't approve the final budget until probably the October board meeting. So we've got time in there, about 60 days to determine where our revenue is going to end, we estimate, and what we'll have money for.
Will the state be done by then?
So, no answer to that.
Any other capital improvements?
It would be, Donna budgeted in the farm fund. We did not budget it this year. If you look at that Fund 150, it's the third page of your little group here. It's just in farm expense. We budgeted it 2 years ago, like about, I'm trying to think if I remember right, $13,000 or $15,000 in there. Didn't use it, didn't do anything. Didn't budget anything for this year, so if we wanted to budget something for next year and put it in there, we could do that, unless we think it's going to be done this year.
They haven't gotten back to me with anything, really. They're supposed to be designing it and everything.
Okay.
And if you want any money, I guess that has to go through, or to get any grants, that have to go through the tenant thing. They won't give a grant to the town. So, again, if we're looking at possible grants, we'd have to wait till after we have the contract on.
Unless they were able to get it all done, get the grant issued, and we could do the work before the end of the
Well, if it's
week, which week.
If it's coming through FSA and if they're good on that, if they are on the remodel and stuff.
Right. Oh. Well, I think we should get, attention to that. Look at when we do have that
I got one more project I forgot. The back steps of the courthouse is in dire need of something. I was hoping Kyle would be here. We worked on it 4 or 5 years ago. The trowel part is cracking and the undercarriage is busting loose. And I didn't have a price on that, but I was hoping Kyle would be here to give me some kind of, because I'm running out of things to do besides jackhammer it off and put new on. But I don't want to do that either. But I'm going to say at least $5,000 for redoing the back steps. And maybe the next time you guys are over there, you guys can take a look at it and give me your opinion of what to do. We tried to dig it out 4 or 5 years ago underneath and put fresh concrete and recaulked, and it didn't work. So you guys could help me out on that if you look at it.
Hopefully, remember, King John, we were first. Or, no, Wednesday.
As long as Roger's talking about doing signage, I don't know if that's something we want to do here too. Maybe just upgrade so it's all the same. So it's all, uniform, and whether there'd be a break in the price on that, I don't know. That way they're all uniform and all the same.
Might as well get pricing on it, whether there's any money or not. We'll see. Okay. Anything else on capital improvement? Everybody looked at the claims, questions? Well,
another question,
I would,
it's a matter of, you need to know. Are we obligated to pay it, or because
we're not obligated to pay it. We're never obligated to pay anything. By Larry, when, did they give you expected start dates on the roof project?
Material's coming for me Thursday.
Okay.
As far as start date, they didn't say. They're just gonna deliver Thursday the crane, the material. I'm thinking if they're delivering the crane, it's gonna be very close because they're not gonna hang, leave that crane idle. So I'm thinking maybe at the beginning of the week. Slightly talked about getting here this week, even smaller ones. He said he's gonna start the week after the 4th, which is kind of a date. He didn't think it would be today, Monday, but he was hoping about the week.
So if they're looking to start, I would say they must have materials on hand and start next week.
Just so you know too, they'll be bringing the truck and the trailer, and they'll leave it hooked up to the trailer that they get all their spraying and stuff from. I think he said they have another single truck and possibly another single trailer, but that trailer and truck that they're going to be spraying with, they'll be blocking some parking spots in the front and back once in a while, so they want to park long ways, they don't want to park back into the grass or anything with that trailer because it's kind of heavy. So they're talking about a spot right out over this way, I believe it was, and then on the east end of the building, and then possibly out back by the 911 area, not the 911 parking spaces themselves, but around the corner by where the cooling tower is. So that's things that they would be getting here, he said probably between 6 and 7 in the morning and taking those spots, so that we don't have to worry about getting somebody moved. And also anybody that, not anybody, but some of the cars that are parked up close to the building, we need to warn those people too so that they can park a little bit farther away from the building. Probably not an issue according to Kevin, but he just wants to make sure we don't overspray or anything like that.
That would just be at the east end, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be doing anything down this area at this end,
Okay.
because he thought he could reach this entire roof from up here.
Okay. Well, I guess just give a heads up to all the department heads of what's going to be going on, that way they can warn their people.
Yeah, and I don't know which part he's going to be doing first, so my plan was kind of see where he's got his equipment parked that morning and just warn those particular people that's parking in that area, but, hey, you might want to back off or roll over to them parking.
So we're supposed to approve payment of this today, anticipating that they may deliver the materials this week. That's what I'm understanding.
That the claim has been submitted, now it's up to the committee to decide whether they want to approve it or not.
Moving when we can't approve it, we'll check because it's in the public department. I think we ought to take it as leading to way we can get them going.
And if they're supposed to be starting in the near future here, the check won't actually be cut until after the board meeting next week.
I understand that, for some reason we don't. Different. I think what Charlie suggested you ought to do is find somebody who's going to deliver it and make sure they can approve it.
We have done that in the past, John. Wrote a check and just kept it in my office until either the project was all the way done or whatever the criteria were.
I'll make a motion, we approve the claims and the check for Langlong and Slagle both be kept with Anita until Murray and Clyde inform her that we will put them delivered to the job site. Yes.
Yeah. Any old business?
Well, when I read this, now the apartment with construction going on, reminds me of John's suggestion a couple meetings back, that we should, like our apartments, they have grass. And so when the reason why we should collect on those building.
Have you been seeing much parking? Yeah.
Years ago, we used to have a sign, no parking on grass when we had the soccer out here. I still have that in the tool shed, I can give it to Clyde and he can put it out there. I don't know, but it's a start.
I think one thing, if we're talking about grass, I noticed on my way over here this morning, and I'm sure it's because of a lot of rain we've had this year, and the grass is growing quite a bit, but there's a lot of dead grass laying on top of the surface, and it's very unsightly, especially by the front of the courthouse, and the people out there. I guess I was wondering if there's some way to contact Paul and see what kind of cost might be involved in having to pick that up for a time to see what would be a problem.
Is it old places or?
To me, it just really stands out because it gets brown and it sits on top of the grass, so when they cut again, they would just disperse it, but it would still be there, it would still be unsightly, so.
But what about,
I don't know what equipment they have, if they have an attachment for their mowers, where they could collect it and throw it in a trailer or something that might not hurt somebody to contact them. The other thing is possibility of using different methods to go out there.
How, that's not something in the contract, how much are you willing to approve for them to do that?
it's getting mowed every 7 days, and I can't remember without looking, should it be mowed every 5 days? Is there a number of mows in that contract? Or-
Well, there's a lot of, over there at the courthouse, there's a lot of he hasn't touched in weeks because being wet. And I know it's probably over here where the offices are and stuff.
And up at the
Yeah.
north end, close to the track, I've seen them, a lot of times they're mowing as I'm leaving, and you can see them get there, and when it starts getting mushy, they'll turn around and come back.
So there's been a lot of places we haven't mowed in weeks. And as far as the water.
As far as the time schedule, I think they usually mow on the weekends.
During
Here
the
during
week.
the week,
Yeah.
late afternoon, evening.
How many days in between mowings?
There's no specific, I don't think it's in the contract how many times they're supposed to or how frequently. It's just that, I think it just says, to,
I think we want the code. What was it, 6 inches? Whatever that code is for grass and.
well, they can alleviate some of that too by hyphens. I talked to a fellow about it because I'm encountering some of the same problems, but I'm mowing more frequently, and he said raise the deck and.
Usually in the summer you raise it anyway.
Well, the issue with the wet cart is their mowers are huge and really heavy, and you can see, and it's just, you can see where they get real close and you can end up with rust. Yeah, because I've encountered this, I don't have a problem with that. If there's water standing, you can't take a mower if you're looking, you can't rut up the yard either. Right, right. Yeah, I think it's an unusual year. But I do think that either by anything that can be alleviated, either by not frequent mower, raising the deck, or by picking it up with a
I think right now the situation is such, that it's going to be alleviated if they can pick it up. If they have an attachment for their mowers, if the next time they mow, they can do that. If they have lawn sweepers, I don't know what equipment they have,
options they have for us to consider, so it's hard to say how much money you'd be willing to spend.
I do not have it.
And then all the grass is going, farmer on the grass is going faster right now than once a week or isn't enough. It's very, especially at the courthouse. We need to take pride in that.
He's going to talk to them.
Keeps your farmers at
I guess approach him with the thought that this is enough to snuff and what can be done about it.
If they have to do more, what budget does that come out of?
Service contract. So, account number 65575, which you're running a little bit over. Right now, we should have, if our costs were straight lined across the year, if you look at this 110, 710 account, that percentage total remaining would be like 42% remaining, because that's how much of our fiscal year remains. So we're a little high on that. But overall, the budget is, as you can see, in total under budget. So you could pay it, and if you end up short, transfer from a different line later on.
Did you get a new contract that helps you with all the if they're going to charge extra, how much from the board? Yeah.
What is the breakdown per mowing? I mean, that should determine how much? $590.63. Oh, that's probably what they're going to charge to mow it again.
Well, it's the raking part.
Well, I mean, they're going to mow and dig it at the same time.
Right.
Monthly, well, that's the system.
That amount is actually twice for the whole, for everything here, half here, and that's at the courthouse?
Is the courthouse exactly 590? Yeah, it is split 50-50.
If they do both places, it might be $1,000. I guess you have to decide how long it's going to get. Sure, by long run.
No.
Go slide Larry's mowing service tonight. I think to me, the places that should get the most attention would be the right along the side of the parking area, and that's anything over here. The areas out there and to the south of the courthouse, wet and mushy, that's understandable. They try to get in there and they do don't take it. But in some part of the courthouse, it's kind of a showcase. That area. So I would say that they could do something there and here.
I guess we could talk to them and see what they say. Yeah.
FYI, I was here last night till about midnight, had a problem at the jail. In both parking lots, I was telling Clyde this,
both parking lots were just packed. Because of fireworks now, they do it on the curb. And we keep continuing, and I picked up half a bag of garbage out of the parking lot already this morning. But that's got a lot to do with how long our sealer lasts, how long our parking lot lasts, and we need to kind of keep this in mind, because both parking lots and along the road and everything was packed last night. Just FYI.
Any other old business? Yeah, you said you changed some language in the farm contract and sent it on to Divine, that you didn't vote on to approve the contract yet. You get it, you vote on approval to get it back?
It'll,
We did it the last meeting.
anybody
that was there at the last meeting was talking about it.
we approved the new wording.
Yeah, you know I wasn't here the last meeting, that's why I'm asking.
Oh, I don't know what you know.
You were here?
Yes, I was there.
Then you know I wasn't.
So, yes, and if you want to see that, you know, we can get that.
I think I read something, or heard something about it.
And
If they violate the contract, it's null and void.
right, that was the main.
Didn't somebody mention that a while back? Did somebody laugh about it?
But, yeah, it was basically, if they violate the contract, because the wording was already in there that we were supposed to approve any fertilizers or whatever put on there, and I guess we changed it from fertilizers to products, because it was brought up that they could call it something else, and then it was, but there was no mechanism in there if they violated it, so we put that in there to void the contract and make it so they were not able to bid in the future. Otherwise, if the contract was voided, they could then just rebid at the next bidding time. So even that didn't put any teeth into it, so we made it so they weren't able to bid in the future.
Okay, thank you.
So it's legit about doing review now.
Yes. Make sure that all the wording on that is proper. Any more old business? Any new business?
I'm going to still the update on the
Basically, there is no update. We're still waiting to hear from them. I'll go down and see if anybody's out there. I know they said it probably wouldn't be ready to be done until fall. But that kind of doesn't fit our, that doesn't fit our budgeting process very good. So I'll go see if they figured anything else. Anything else? Do I have any motion?
I moved to